Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Monday. A couple minutes late today, but we're going to grow. We're going to show. We're going to get this party started. It's January 12th, 2026 now, 1:04 Central Time, usually 1 o'clock, and it's Monday. So let's get it going. I'm going to play an intro to give me some time to hit those buttons. If you could help me out with that, I do appreciate it. Let's see. Make sure my phone volume is off. We'll be right back in about 4 minutes, guys. Enjoy this awesome indoor farmer metal song. Let's go. Let's grow. We'll be right back. I'm your host, Waylon the Indoor Farmer, and this is episode 218.
In a world of concrete walls and city lights so bright, Waylon's got a secret garden blooming through the night. No fields of green, just pots and lights inside his home, turning seeds to supper, never feeling all alone. He's the average Joe who said, I'll grow my own damn way, food and medicine from scratch, come what may. Hey Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene, weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and downs, the grind is real, but he's making it fun, bringing us together cause we all gotta eat under the sun. Waylon, the indoor farmer, lighting up the screen. He shows off his leafy greens, the project's taking flight. Experiments gone wrong, but hey, that's alright. From hydroponics hustle to soil in the spare room, learning curves and breakthroughs, chasing away the gloom. It's hard work entertainment, twisting sweat into gold, affecting every soul, young and old. Hey Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene, weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and downs, the grind is real, but he's making it fun, bringing us together cause we all gotta eat under the sun. Waylon, the indoor farmer, lighting up the screen. And he's not stopping there. 4 more shows on the go. Different angles, same fire, helping self-reliance grow. We need each other, yeah, to make this world turn right. From your kitchen window to the dead of night. It's not just dirt and dreams, it's a revolution call. Waylon's leading the charge, standing proud and tall. Hey Waylon, the indoor farmer, rocking the live show scene, weekly vibes, plants on display, chasing that self-sustained dream. Ups and downs, the grind is real, but he's making it fun, bringing us together cause we all gotta eat under the sun. Sun, Waylon, the indoor farmer, yeah, he's the one. So tune in, turn up, let's grow this thing together. Waylon's indoor farmer, now and forever.
All right, we're back. We're back. I think the new song is a little longer than the old song. I had extra time, had plenty of time. But you know what? I don't tag people as much anymore because a lot of times that just gets drowned out. It's just too much. They know what's going on. I'm not going to tag them. They're not coming. So that's why I go by a schedule. I do it as consistent as possible. Schedule. So you don't have to be like, well, I missed the notification. Ugh. Well, you might miss the notification, but you know what? The schedule is pinned. But yeah, hello everybody. It's Monday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's get this page set up here for episode 218. I actually got quite a bit of footage and a few things we might do during the show as well, including maybe transplanting this giant mint bush that I have going on, and the video I have of transplanting the pineapple. I don't know if it's even alive, but I transplanted it. It's got a little green in there, so we're gonna see if it actually likes the soil better. Maybe can come back somehow. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to show you that and more. I've got a bunch of cups that I put different seeds in. We have been showing that the last couple of weeks. The only thing that's popped is the lettuce, the black seeded Simpsons. It's called. It's crazy what some things will take, and they're all sitting on a little greenhouse with a heated pad and everything. Like it should be like the prime setup for these little guys. Let's see, WTIF episode 218. Let's go. Okay. January 12th, 2026. And we had a good game night yesterday. I don't know if you checked out the game night yet, but the game night on Sundays at 1 o'clock. Definitely looking for more people that want to come up on screen to play and maybe get in maybe a rotation list eventually, because now the last couple of Sundays we've had more people who would want to come on screen to play than could. So that probably is a good idea. Maybe I'll pin it on the locals community. Speaking of which, before we get into the plants, if you would go sign up, go subscribe, join the little community, the little private zone over there in locals.com. It's the indoorfarmer.locals.com. Go check it out. And oh, you know what? I didn't. I was almost there. I was over on X about to say hi, even though it seems to go just out into a bottomless pit. Oh wow, there's no video. It says untitled. Interesting. Okay, the video's there. It just doesn't look like a video. What are you doing to me today, X? Now it's X today. It's you're juggling all these different apps, and then every day at least one of them has some kind of a conniption. What should we say? Let's grow on X. X. How about just X? Well, just let's grow X. Anyway, congrats to Tom for coming up for his first time playing and just dominated. I think he won by 1 point at the end, but definitely did pretty good all the way through, and just only I think one person was close to him, so it was interesting. And we had 4 players. Congrats to everybody who won. I believe I got everything out except for a couple of items that I got to do, which we could do later. I do need to get a bunch of mail done. I don't know if I can get it. I might do some today after the show or after I show you guys whatever that I have. I have a good list today of my plants and my planties. I'll show you all the planties. I've got a pretty good list today, and we're going to get into it here in just a minute, which I should probably share some tunes in, because my silly headphones. I like the headphones, and they are Bluetooth, and they actually have a cool feature that shuts them off if they don't have any sound coming into them. so they shut off for like a battery saver, right? Well, that feature, if I had my way, would also include the microphone. If the microphone is being used, it should stay on. But nope, it's only set up to the headphones, which means I gotta have some kind of background noise. And therefore, we made us some fun background music with AI. It's not bad. I made it myself, ma. But yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Let me share it in real fast. Share that in, and we'll start with this picture here. We'll start with this picture here, and we'll go ahead and full screener. So, look, it's vegetable scraps. So obviously some of it's still edible, but just kind of got old and nobody wanted it. Like for instance, the purple kohlrabi. Look at the hunk. You can see my thumb in the picture, kind of, and that hunk of purple kohlrabi was just like the, forgive my French, but the ass end of the kohlrabi. And man, that thing was huge. I should have weighed that thing. Damn, I didn't think about that. I need to start weighing this stuff, But that thing was huge. It was the size of probably like a football. Maybe not, NFL football. It's a pretty good size. Just a little smaller than that. Man, it was huge. I took a picture of it and posted it and everything, but I didn't take its weight. I should have taken its weight. I didn't mean for you to do that, camera. Thank you very much. Can you just go back out there? Thank you very much. Although, I don't know. On the tiny box now, maybe it would be helpful to zoom in. Anyway, back to the show here. So everything else you see besides that kohlrabi, I did grow that, but I didn't grow anything else here. The celery, and those are actually sweet peppers. I posted this picture. I think I posted a similar picture without the kohlrabi in it yet, and somebody posted, some person that I don't know their name, I didn't recognize their name, so no offense, person, but yeah, these are sweet peppers. He said, I said worm food on the picture, and he's like, well, worms don't like, fuck, I can't think of the term from hot peppers with a C. It's eluding me right now, but the thing that's in hot peppers, and they don't like that. And so I was like, well, yeah, but I mean, it has to decompose somehow. And so we both agreed back and forth in the comments that it seems like something to research, like what is it that does decompose hot peppers. And so he did get back with me and said there apparently is an enzyme in the soil that can break it down and turn it into, I think he said, I want to say sugars, but I feel like that's wrong. I might have to look up that post here later in the show just to make sure, but we can also just research it. Speaking of research, I do have to do some research. We might do it today. Miss Lemone, if you don't know, you know, the lemon tree that I was gifted, it seems to still have some problems, and we're gonna show you some video and pictures of that in a little bit here. But yeah, this is all going to the worms. It's not like the extent of the worm food, but anytime I have scraps like this, just goes right into the table. Not only the worms, but into my grow table, which is full of worms and arthropods, or roly-polies if you know them as that. Kayla, hello. Margaret, hello. Margaret, I'm sorry again. Margaret, will you ever forgive me? Margaret, forgive me, please. Please forgive me. I skipped Margaret in the game yesterday. Oh, man. Can't believe I did that. Hey, everybody on the Facebook. Diane, come on, join us over on the Rumble. Come on, Diane, come on, Diane. You know you got Rumble. Rumble's where it's at on a nice Monday afternoon. Okay, I didn't zoom in. Move on here. Moving on. So this is just a picture of like three more kohlrabi that are all in different stages. I didn't get a good picture of down here, unfortunately, of the biggest one, which isn't all that big, especially comparing it to the chunk that's left in the picture before this. That chunk was still bigger than some of these. But yeah, they're all growing. They're doing their thing. I like the kohlrabi. You can eat the leaves, you can eat the kohlrabi, and it's not really sweet or anything, but it is good vegetable stock to put into different things. I love making stews and maybe like a roast. Do a roast with veggies and toss some kind of this kind of stuff in there, chunks of kohlrabi, or I would take the cheese grater and just grate the kohlrabi into, soup or stew, or even into the roast beef. Yeah, and it's good. You forgive me? Oh, thank you, Margaret. Shouts out to MJ's Baked Goods. Go join her on Facebook. I do appreciate it. Yeah. So like these leaves, I mean, I try not to eat the biggest ones because they're going to be the most bitter. Try to sneak in there and grab the little baby leaves, sneak in and the dead of night, while they're sleeping, just take all the baby leaves, swoop in, and grab all the delicate, sweet little green baby leaves, like this one right here. Okay, sorry, we're done with that analogy. This is a fuzzy picture. Moving on. I think I took these pictures while I had my. Let me mute this. While I had my head. I have this headgear that holds my phone on my head, and it's kind of almost in my face. And it's not the easiest thing to get focused in. And it looks like I didn't have this zoomed out like I should have while taking these pictures, but that's okay. There goes Mr. Sprout. He's the spider cricket hunter. Mr. Sproutington, Sprouty Boy the third. Well, he's not really the third, but yeah, he's the first. If I could work the name Duke into his repertoire of names, then we can call him the second. But so far. And so look, I could probably break this stuff up more, but I have enough room all over the table in different places where I could bury scraps that I don't necessarily have to. Now sometimes I will, especially if it's a giant chunk of the broccoli plant like you're going to see here pretty soon. Thank you for tagging and sharing, everybody. Appreciate it. And thank you, Sharon, for tagging and never mind. All right, let's hear the sound of the fans going. Me just one-handed. This is without the headset on. So this is how I was doing it before I bought the headgear to hold the phone, or I don't know what to call it. The head mount. The head mount. Yes, because before I bought the head mount. This video is not from before. It was just like the other day when I decided, let me do it real quick with one hand holding the phone, and now I know why I bought the head mount, because having both hands, is better than not, I guess. No offense to any disabled folks out there. Sometimes you wish you had 3 hands, maybe more. 4 hands, 5 hands. Many hands make light work. Look at that. Oh, it was burning in the light. Oh, the broccoli was burning. Oh no, it was like committing suicide, growing into the light. And then I'm trying to cut this with one hand while holding the phone, and these are tiny trimming scissors, not like a chopping, Oh, timber. There's the box of tempura shrimp that I was using to hold my veggie scraps. Tempura shrimp, that's good stuff. And there you get a go close up while I'm trying to do things while holding a camera. Once again, I'm so glad I got the silly headset. Let me show you this. Let me show you this thing. Where'd it go? it's probably good for a laugh for you guys, but I tell you what, it's one of the most useful things that I have now. See if I can do it over the headphones, and then you just you zero it in. You slide in the phone, and then you tighten it up, and then you're good to go. You know what I mean? It's funny, but man, it's pretty damn useful too. You know what I'm saying? Back to the planties, and so we got this giant tree of broccoli. Broccoli tree, oh broccoli tree, how lovely are thy branches. I mean, all of it's edible. That whole thing is edible. I just have had tons of broccoli. I'll chop off the sweetest, little most delicatest parts on the tops and stuff. Some of the leaves that are real small, but that's about it. Like that's going in the soup right there. I should have chopped off a couple more pieces, but of course I also needed to get some green onions. I love green onions, man. Okay, let's do this. So there's at least one kohlrabi leaf in there, but it is not easy to tell the difference. I don't know that I can tell the difference because I think I only chopped like one, maybe two. It looks like maybe there's two of them. But the broccoli, I can definitely tell that this one is broccoli over here. That's definitely broccoli. I think this might be kohlrabi, and then maybe this one, and then more broccoli. Anyway, difficult to tell, but I add different types in just for it may not. I don't. Okay, I don't think the flavor is exactly the reasoning for me to do it. It's more like the nutrient profile. The different things that you're going to get in it. So I'm like, yeah, it's good for you. Now the onions, on the other hand, that's a flavor thing. Now they may not be the most green onions. Some of them definitely were growing too tall, so I started chopping them off. And I'm hoping that they all start to grow back a little bit better. But they're still pretty tasty. Of course I chop off like the dead end parts and everything. Just get the good parts. That's why I got so many. But yeah, the green onions, put a good little pile of that in your soup, and oh man, whoa baby. Let me tell you what. So I told you what, didn't I? Okay. This is the dead plant. It finally died. It's been alive for like 2 years. This sweet pepper plant, that last pepper there, that's probably no good. Yeah, I did. I broke it apart today, I think. But yeah, it just died, fully died, and the pineapple's dying over here. So I think it might have to do with the water. I got to get to the local. There's a local shop that I go to called the Fish Geek. He opens up on Wednesdays. He's closed on Monday and Tuesday. Unfortunately, oh man, Monday and Tuesday would be the best day for me to do it, because then I forget by Wednesday, But no, I need to get in there, or I could. Truth be told, I could order it on Amazon, but I don't want to. I want to go in there. I want to talk to the Fish Geek guy. I forgot his name. Intelligent, very knowledgeable guy, on aquariums, and so it's a good thing for me to go and make those connections. But yeah, this is the other one. This is the still, if you want to call it, living pepper plant. It's alive, but man, you can see the fight that's happening here. If you're, and it's, what? It's so funny that I am thinking this way. When I can remember back to when I first started doing this, and I wouldn't be able to tell you what I was looking at that time. And at this point, I can see the battle that's been going on. Well, I guess part of it is because I've been watching it happen and helping to fight that battle with nice Prime Superior foliar spray, which has kept it alive. And the spider mites have battled on this this plant. We've had mice. As you can see, there's a mouse trap in the back there. They're, those things don't seem to be an issue right now because I'm still spraying this plant, but I haven't seen any signs of spider mites, although they're probably, hidden, of course. But all I can do is keep spraying and praying. Is that what they mean? Is that what they mean when they say spray and pray? I think maybe that's what they mean. Anyway, I'm gonna try to keep it alive, just because, not necessarily because I can't grow more pepper plants, and I probably should soon. I need to grow more things in this system though to help take out the nutrients. So what I think I'm gonna do today, after the first segment here, I'm gonna probably find some lettuce or black seeded Simpson's lettuce, 2 different lettuces. Here's one that's like a head lettuce. It's called Grand Rapids Leaf. It's unopened. I could grow that in the aquaponic system. I plan to take it down and build a new one, but that's a little bit bigger project, and lettuce is not something that I have to worry too much about if I have to take it out. And I'm not going to be like, oh no, not the lettuce. I won't care. I can just finish, and it's going to be edible, something I would definitely eat, and also it's going to help keep the system clean, pulling out that water, pulling out the nutrients. I got to believe the system is pretty clean anyway, though, because I use a pump, and I pump the water from the aquarium into the grow table, and so it's getting a lot of it taken out from there. But maybe that's not enough. Definitely need more plants than this in a fully operational setup. Here's that last pepper that seems like it's still good, but it doesn't look great. That's for sure. We'll see what happens. See what happens. I mean, I've seen them get much bigger than this down here on this plant, so I'm gonna let it go and see what happens anyway. I don't see any signs of a rabbit chewing on any of your plants. No, but the lemon tree, you're going to see that here soon, Alice. I don't know if mice like lemons or lemon trees, because it looks like something has been chewing on it, and I keep feeling like maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see anything that would be a pest, or like there are 2 spiders that live in the tree. Not this tree that we're looking at, but the lemon tree, and I'm cool with that. Like those guys could do their thing. Do your thing, spiders in there. Okay, so here's the sad looking pineapple, plus this branch from the lemon tree that had a cocoon on it that broke off. I don't know if the cocoon will ever do anything, but I just left it. It's probably just a moth or something. I don't know, but it's interesting. See what happens. May not be the most, a lot of growers, especially if you're talking cannabis indoors, are very meticulous about keeping everything clean and all that. And I'm down here playing with roly-polies and worms and ladybugs, and I did have some praying mantises, but I'm going to try that again. I got to try that again. Praying mantises all seem to like run away. I don't know what happened. Not enough food down here. I'd have to like man, I don't want to have to bring a pest in here just to keep those things alive. So that's probably never going to be a thing. But there's always going to be, like, I literally haven't seen a flyer or a gnat or anything in a long time, other than a ladybug that flew in somehow and was hanging out actually on this leaf that we're looking at right now, which is funny. A ladybug was like, what's that? Oh shit! Oh, is that a fly? No, it's a ladybug. Okay. Or I mean, it could be a beetle. Maybe there's a beetle chewing on the lemon tree. It's not. Maybe it's an Asian beetle, or maybe the spider crickets because I have spider crickets down here and there in the moist areas in the basement. If you don't know what a spider cricket is, oh my god, girl. Oh, they just jump at you like 6 or 7 inches in the above or off the ground. If you approach them, they start jumping at you, and it's not slow either. It's crazy. Diane, you made it. Yeah, it's crazy. The spider crickets are just insane. I don't even think that they can do much damage. It's just they're freaky as hell. So now I'm training Mr. Sprout. He's the spider cricket hunter down in the basement. The glue traps work good too, but I don't want to put those out when I have Mr. Sprout on patrol. Might get himself caught in a glue trap. Yeah, and look, like this isn't look all that clean and professional. This is an experimental system built for me to learn and to grow from. My business, Maccabees Live Market, is going to start. It's in a whole different room, and that's trays of microgreens, and that's as clean as it can be. You just clean the trays. You make sure there's not a lot of debris around on the racks. But this thing here, this was built with love for sure. But it's built with repurposed materials, like more or less a bunch of trash, right? A bunch of repurposed garbage. Some of it you might not even know what you're looking at, but there's a PVC pipe along the back there that was all given to me, free PVC pipe. I mean, I've definitely spent some money on it for sure, but in order to go and buy one from that's like fully user friendly setup that you can use with fish for fish, not just a hydroponics like tower. There's a lot of grow towers out there with hydroponics, and I guess you could put fish down inside there, but I don't know if that's safe or recommended for any of those kind of things. So there might be one like that, but I know there's definitely commercial and private, or I don't know, non-commercial, I guess, or smaller. They're fairly good sized systems, but I know you can buy aquaponics systems from different companies. There was a company I researched a long time ago. I can't remember the name now, but I was going to buy one. I was thinking about buying one from them. But I wanted to build one because then I got countless lessons from building this. I couldn't tell you all the lessons just even right now, but they're all ingrained in me. So many things, like how to get the PVC to connect well and seal and everything. I'm not a plumber, I didn't know all that stuff, and how to mouse trap that water going where, the water gets pumped from the bottom all the way over to this upper PVC pipe, and then it goes all the way down that pipe, and then it wraps back around in here, and it goes into this trough back here, which is all full of water, and then when it gets to a certain height, it goes down this pipe and fills up this whole bed. And this bed has 3 downspouts. There's one over here, there's one here, and there's one here. These things are keeping them from getting full of clay pebbles. I don't think I need one down on this one, but there's 3 downspouts that then gravity feed the water back into the tank. So it's pretty simple, but I learned a lot, and can't wait to build the next one. Now this is sort of this was my next build, the grow table that I've been showing you guys, but it's not it's not the second aquaponics system. Technically, this is just a separate project, but I use the water from the aquaponics system over here. So of course you could almost say aquaponically grown, but I don't know how. I don't think you could really fully say that. Anyway, look at all the broccoli. That's crazy. Like I seriously I had a whole bunch more, and it all I ended up chopping a bunch of it down after cutting out the broccoli heads and stuff like that. And then I just left a bunch grow, because you can chop all of it back, and then it'll grow these sort of stems. But basically, that's a head of broccoli that's like shooting up. Now that might not happen as much now that I changed the light cycle too. Recently, I found out I've had 18-hour light cycle in here for over a year at least. I don't even, probably longer. And finally, I found out that they only need like 8 hours of light indoors. So I switched it to 10 hours, gave them a little bit extra, but I don't know if that's detrimental or not. But I was out at 18, so I feel like they they should be happier, right? Hey James, hey Cullen, hey Ty, come on in, gentlemen. I'll put some respect on that upcycling. Great job making it happen. Well, and I knew a couple things about this, Cullen. I knew I'd make mistakes. I want to make mistakes. Those are lessons. Another word for lessons. And the other thing was, I needed the knowledge. I needed to practice and experiment with different things. Construction, plumbing, electrical, and then there's aquaponics. And then not even just aquaponics, but the keeping of fish. I never had an aquarium. Never, even as a kid. I never had a little tiny goldfish aquarium or nothing. So, not that I don't want to sound bitter like that, because I don't think I ever really asked for one. I had a ferret. As a kid. Ferret. It's a ferret. It's not a tumor. It's a ferret. Yeah, it wasn't. It was cool. It's a cool little pet, but not a fish. So I'm like, well, what do I do with fish, and what do they need? What do the fish need? Let's think about their needs. Think about their needs. Hey Trent, how are you, bro? Trent, what do you think about making this, like creating like a miniature river going through the grow table, and having like a little bit of a lake down here? I could have a lake, but then I don't know. I feel like I need a little more soil for that. I could add a little bit. You can see the edges. The pond liner is pretty stiff. I can add soil all the way up that black pond liner. Or maybe like just maybe I do that. Well, never mind, because I can't really do that, since when I water it, it just soaks in and goes to the bottom. You'll see that here in a little bit. So here is Lemone. She's getting chewed up, you guys. I don't know what's eating her though. Would that be mice? I'm not seeing mice droppings. I have mouse traps, but there's not a bunch of them that are set. I think I have 1 or 2 that are still set. And I'm not seeing them eating anything else, like the peppers or anything. Usually they go right after the sweet peppers. Sweet peppers are probably a lot sweeter than lemon leaves, but I don't know. James, what do you think this is? It kind of looks like the bites and stuff that were on it when I got it, but I don't know what maybe a Asian beetle, because I had what I thought was a ladybug in here not too long ago, and I thought, oh cool, ladybug found its way in here. Maybe it's an Asian beetle eating the plant. I don't know. Isn't that what they do? They eat plant. As long as you don't keep it too wet. Awesome idea. It's a thought. Like I would put like a little pond liner kind of across the top, and I don't know. I'd have to use find some clay or something. I don't know. It's probably something I could do on a larger scale, not quite that table. But looking at Lemone here, I'm worried about her. The leaf hoppers will chew the hell out of the. So do you think it's spider crickets? Spider crickets eating it? Because crickets eat leaves, right? Crickets eat leaves. Alice says, I don't see any signs of rabbit chewing on any of your plants. Well, what about this one, Alice? Oh yeah, I read that earlier, but what about this one? Leafhoppers love lemon trees. They will lay eggs on the bark. Oh, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any regular crickets. Possibly, James. You think spider crickets? Share the live out, folks. Hey, thank you, Ty. Appreciate that. As long as you don't. Okay, I saw that one. My garden area is surrounded with 2 streams of spring water, and my garden is always full of vegetables. Very cool. Trent Allgood knows what's up. He's got a hell of a garden for sure. But yeah, I'm seeing it like the leaves are falling off, and then all these chew marks, little like stems that I cut off before, but then there's more of them. So she got some problems. Look at that stem, another stem, like something is chewing. I got spiders around here, which should be helpful. Get to work, spiders. What are you guys doing? There's spiders in this tree. No, not spider mites. I made sure. But there are a couple spiders. They live on the bottom, and they come up here with their web and just take care of the things from small pests, I guess. But they wouldn't. I don't know. Spider versus cricket. I don't know. Spider versus spider. Cricket. I feel like spider crickets have the advantage. Yep, definitely something like a leafhopper eating my leaves. Asian beetles, okay. Yes, chickens eat leaves, or crickets eat leaves. Yes, but do spider crickets eat leaves? I mean, a spider cricket usually lives in basements, and they live near moist areas, but I don't know what they eat. If they're living in the basement somehow, then I didn't have that tree the whole time, and that they weren't jumping up on the table, so I don't know. Anyway, there's that broccoli tree that I buried that actually today. Got there's the biggest purple kohlrabi I got growing right now, and then we got the bull's blood beets, which don't seem to be growing all that fast, but I also chop some of them off here and there. They're so good. I want to grow more of those, actually. I do have more seeds. Okay. There's a little more full view of the table. We got the house plant. James, it's crazy that I forgot what the plant was, what it's called that you gave me, but I'm gonna have to give it some kind of newts. It looks like I've just been giving it water from the fish tank, so it's getting nitrites and nitrates, but it's not getting anything else. Now, before anybody makes fun of me, it is yellowing. I feel like CalMag might help this plant. Now, I don't know. You tell me, but that's only the one plant, only the one leaf that's starting to yellow. The rest of them look normal. Maybe this one looks a little weird. But what's funny about this is it's growing away from the light. It's like, and it was growing towards the light. I turned it around. I was hoping maybe it would start, bending the other way. But no, it's getting bigger though. It's healthy at least. Lots of mint. I think I need to transplant that mint. We talked about it like a week or two ago, and I think I have everything I need to do it. I just haven't done it yet. So if I get time today, I'll do that. But I definitely need to get into some mail as well. Don't forget, I did put the number post out on locals. I put it out on Thursday. I'm trying to do that on Thursdays now. So make sure you go get that done for the next 15 minutes or so. I'll do our first spin of the week. And I do want to explain a few things while I'm doing that. A couple of new things, including Sprout Bucks coming in hot. Sprout Bucks. Okay, so I took a little closer up and I was like, is there a pest on these? Something that looked like a bite was taken out of it, but I can't find it now. Oh, maybe this one. Marble Queen Pathos plant. Okay. Cullen knows his houseplants, and James says yes. That shows your medium is lacking nutrients. It's in a cup, bro. I know that. That's why I said I need to add it, not in the not in the table. Don't you diss my table. My table's full of good stuff. I bury in lots of different goodies, fruit and veggies, banana peels. It's all going in the table. Table's got good stuff. The soil that I have the plant in, or the house plant in, is probably getting drained of all of its goodies, except for nitrites and nitrates. Now look, I don't know if this is normal, but you have all these like scraggly, like dead pieces. Maybe I should clean that up a bit. It's a good idea. Waylon, why don't you clean that up a little bit? Yeah, I just come in and I chop off what I need, and now I've been chopping them off like a bunch of small pieces from the top half, instead of coming down and chopping the whole thing and then leaving the rest of them growing way super tall, and they start falling over, or they get too big and like they start turning white and stuff like that. So yeah, I started just chopping off bits from the top of each one, or however much I want. I think I got a good picture of the, yeah, just one. Black seeded Simpsons, only thing popping right now. And just one of them too. There was multiple seeds. I probably put like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, no, it's not actually in the table. Timothy, yes. I mean, I might, man. The worms might be. Look, if it hit the shan, it'd be like, okay, we'll pick out a few more worms. It's time to grill, saute a little bit of avocado oil. Maybe do a little batter dip them. I don't know. Two bitches per cup? Oh, snap. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, we won't go down that road. Fun. I hope I adjusted this. Come on, man. Point the camera. I mean, I can kind of look up at it and see where it's pointing, but it doesn't always. There we go. There we go. So I ripped out the dead pepper plant. Dun dun dun. There we go. Yes. At some point I realized it wasn't zoomed. It was zoomed in a little bit. Those scraggly roots. Scraggly, raggly roots. I have 5 different pathos throughout the house. Wow. Yeah, that seems like a popular one. Also, one of the house plants that clean the air better than almost all other, releasing tons of fresh oxygen. Oh, nice. That's good for good. It's a good spot for it then, into your house. Make clones of, yeah. Plants' natural rooting hormones, primarily auxins. They're pretty easy to clone, right? The pathos or pathos. What am I calling it? Deep fried worms, Alice. Yeah, it seems like that's the dish of the season. Hashtag Rumble. How are y'all? Over on the Rumble. Let's see some dancing bananas. If you're watching on Facebook, join us over on the Rumble. Facebook, doesn't. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let's check this out. The pineapple. This is pretty epic. I've had this pineapple in here for at least 2 years. And it's just dying. You can see there's a little bit of green still in there, kind of, maybe like a hint of like yellowish green. It was not easy to get out, even with two hands. I had to like. It wasn't that it was that stuck. It was that I was trying not to lose all the clay pebbles over the side, and then there was like roots going all the way down different directions. Oh shit! Oh damn! There is a. Speaking of spiders, there's a spider right in front of me. I was leaned forward. It was like a few inches in front of my face, and it was just drooping down, just like freaking Little Miss Muffet. Tell me, are you asking to be killed, dude? Let me just get you on this. Okay. Oh. He's like, no, that's moving. I can't get on that. Oh, he's going up. Here. How about we take you right over here, sir? There you go. Get back to work. Get back to work, spiders. All right. Back to the show. I thought it was a piece of dust floating in the air. I was like a hair or something. I was like, I don't know where that came from. The fan or whatever blowing it around. And then I just started seeing it do its thing going down. It was kind of a smaller one too. So I found a worm in the pepper plant. Right, or no, that right there. What do you guys think that is? Is that a good worm or a bad worm? It looks like it might not be a good worm. Let's back it up just a little bit. Like a little piece of rotting, pepper plant. So maybe that's a worm that's just eating the rotting wood. It might be an okay worm. It might be a good worm because I have a lot of worms in the system, but I don't want a parasitic worm in here. Pothos. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Pothos. James Smith. People would be amazed if they would get their cuts. Apostles plant. It is rooted in water. They get roots within days. Yeah. Look at those roots. They don't look all that happy. They don't look like happy roots. That's for sure. On to the transplant. I was like, let me find a good spot that doesn't have a bunch of food right on the surface. So we found one. Got to move this broccoli aside that I just chopped. I don't have any light over here, but it's getting some light from the grow light there next to it. I don't know if that's enough. I would have to say probably not, so I need to mount another light. But it's not easy since there's not enough studs over here around, like above, right where I'm at. So look at this. I just rolled the broccoli into it. Roll it into the soil. Roll that beautiful broccoli footage right there. And then just cover it up. Cover it up. That's not the best way to feed the worms, clearly, but it's just what I do on the fly. And you end up with like these sticks and stuff from like stalks of things that have kind of petrified or turned into wood. And the worms, they kind of bypass that for a long time until it gets really broken down. So I'm finding that I'm seeing that with having this living table, I guess, living grow table. was like, what is this angle? Okay, yeah, getting some water for the planties inside the greenhouse. Yeah, you gotta be delicate. Just a little dab each one. A little dab will do. Speaking of which, we'll do a little break here shortly. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Make sure you get your number, your comment on the number post. Ty, have you signed up yet? Come on over, man. Sign up on Locals. James is a member. Gabe, how are you? That plant looks in bag shape. You're a plant abuser. No, that was a pineapple that I had growing for, dude, probably 2.5 years. But it, I don't think it is meant to grow in water like that, and so it was just an experiment. Now I did transplant it to see, and again, more experimenting, just to see if I could get it to come back to life. You got to realize too, like I ran out of the equilibrium that I was putting in the aquarium. I got to get more of that so that I get those trace minerals back into it, because RO water and fish, is only a temporary solution. I use the RO water, but then I add minerals into it. I also put a bunch of pennies in the system, which probably, I don't know, good or bad, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it'll pull some of that copper out of there. Put a few nails in there for the iron. I don't know if that's really going to do anything, but again, just experimenting with natural items, stuff that, well, I guess a nail's not natural, penny's not natural, but you know what I'm saying, just the direct metals versus a chemical copper or chemical whatever. Praying for the pineapple, right, Alice? Like I should do a little thing like $2 a month. You can help this poor little pineapple receive the nutrients it needs. I don't know. Would that be in poor taste? No pun intended. They take a long time to grow one. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. But this one was from the store, so probably already had its glyphosate shots and everything. And then I got it to root at home after eating the pineapple part. So it's a second generation, I guess, if you want to call that. Or maybe that's just how you get a new pineapple. So I was proud that it rooted in there, but the roots were white back then. So I feel like it just, over time, couldn't handle the aquaponics system nutrients. Pump it, pump up the pump, pump it up, pump up. Sorry. Pump up the jam. I don't know the words, but just that part. So my sprayer's getting kind of dirty because you can see it's not spraying, it's just squirting a singular squirt, just one singular squirty. No sprayage. You never got a pineapple from it yet? Was that a question, Ty? No, I never did. Never did get a pineapple. It's just gonna die, I think. It's just gonna die. Tim says two-handed method when in reality he needs the tweezers. Right? Sometimes the tweezers can help, You need that pinpoint accuracy. Baby upside down pineapple and a baby carrot. What's next? I don't know. I didn't have any carrots. Well, I threw some carrots in the compost earlier, but oh, there goes the sun. The sun shut off in mid video. I would cut the dead leaves off the pineapple. You think, Diane? I might do that when I can. I just wanted to get it out of the system and didn't have a lot of extra time after that. The lights shut off on me. I have to get up early and I have to do it early. So I'm gonna have to get Work on my discipline in the mornings before the sunlight shuts off. There we go. And Miss Lemone just being chewed on. She's getting chewed on, boys. But the leaves look pretty green. I mean, I'm happy with that, but damn. Think your table would benefit from feeding of boron? You think, Cullen? The benefits might be something worth you looking into. Well, we could check it out for sure. Boron. More like boron, Phil. Borophyll. So so when the lights shut off, instead of plugging in, see, and then I see there's water on my electrical area. I'm like, how did that get there from the spraying? But I was so far away, and I'm usually pretty good about not squirting it over here, you know. That singular squirt was doing it. The singular squirt got too far. It's higher pressure inside there instead of the spray. But anyway, I quickly tried to, you know, wipe off any moisture that I found. And there's like soil floating around. Those aren't bugs. Just soil floating around. I don't know why, from what, but dust maybe? Dust off of this. I felt moisture in a couple spots. Should probably just take that thing down. Or I can get some peroxide, water, just spray everything. That's what I'm thinking about with the next setup. The next system is going to have, you know, a little more consideration with like upkeep. Because this one, I fully believed I was going to be, you know, it's all throwaway. It wouldn't last that long. I didn't think I would get it to work or whatever. I thought it would just end up, you know, having to reiterate it or to rebuild it or whatever. And that's not the case. It ended up, you know, I ended up using it for years now, and so I need to think about upkeep a little bit more on the next setup. Forgot to zoom out again, but just watering things since the lights are off from the aquarium. Probably not a great idea to get the water all over the plants, but I don't think that pineapple is going to get hurt from it, so not any more than what it already is. And of course I wash everything before I eat it, so even though it's growing right down here, I still wash everything. You got all kinds of stuff just in your house that, you know, dust and things that crawl around, and spider mites and spider monkeys, you know. Boron is a great idea. You think so? There's some biochar, there's worm castings, actual worms, you know, roly-polies. In this, there is cocoa core and some wonderful Big Roots soil from our man Patrick from Soil King. Shouts out to the Soil King. And shouts out to Soil Foods. They soilfoods.com. They've given me lots of worm castings and good stuff to add in there. But boron, yes, I don't have any boron. It's a good idea. I'm gonna have to look it up. About a year ago when you pulled the carrot out. Oh yeah, remember that booty carrot, Tim? Yeah, okay. You're talking about that. You're bringing up past girlfriends there. That booty carrot. Went from the booty carrot to the booty pillow. If you guys saw that picture I posted, I'll be pulling it up again tomorrow. Tomorrow's review of Big Head's gift shop. Big Head's gift shop in St. Louis, and also a little footage from the War on Hemp documentary filming. at the I forget the name of the lab studios or something like that. Okay, so here's what it looks like now after I took out the pineapple and the other pepper. So this pepper's holding it down. So now that's why back to what I said in the very beginning. I want to throw some lettuce seeds in there. Just let it help soak up some nutrients, soak up some nitrates and nitrites, and help clean up the water a bit. But that is the final picture for today. I may get to transplanting the mint, but I'm going to look up a few things too. But we're about to get to the number post, number spin. We're going to look up. Should we go to Grok? We can go to Grok. Oh, I guess I don't have to go to Grok. I just need to search it. Because I'm just going to search boron. Right? Get this zoomed in from the other day. Oh, there's no boron as a chemical element. It has symbol B and atomic number 5 in its crystalline form. It is a brittle, dark, lustrous metalloid. Am I spelling it right? Boron. In its amorphous form, it is a brown. Wikipedia. I don't like Wikipedia. I don't like Wikipedia. Well, I'm just going to a different AI, I guess, for a search. Naturally occurring boron consists of two stable isotopes, boron 10 and boron 11. Primary source from minerals like borax and resurite, with the major deposits in Turkey and California. Boron plays a critical role in plant cell wall structure and is used industrially in borosilicate glass or Pyrex. Oh, cool. I like Pyrex. Pyrex is good stuff. Fiberglass, ceramics, and as a dopant in semiconductors. DuPont is a DuPont. DuPont is a name brand. I don't think that's how that's pronounced. And nutrition, humans ingest about 1 to 1.5 milligrams per day from foods like fruits, legumes, and coffee. While not officially essential, boron may support bone health, brain function, and hormone metabolism. Supplements are studied for potential benefits. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, well, I'm interested. I don't know where maybe Amazon might have boron that I could buy. Do we know any friends in the canna community that sell it? Let's see. Here's the equilibrium that I have. Is this in my cart already? Boron. This is probably tablets for people. Or could I just put the tablets in there? Let's see. Powder, maybe? Maybe type in powder, boron powder. This stuff right here, probably. Little bag of it. 20 bucks, 1.25 ounces. $12 for 3.67 ounces. Holy cow. Holy cow, the difference. The brands are different though. Maybe one's better. Bulk supplements. This is for people. But I wonder if that works for plants. What do you think? You get borax or borax. Just use borax? Isn't that Wouldn't that have other things in it too? Some borax, yeah, for laundry. Guess it's just borax powder. Pure original ingredients: borax powder. Pure original borax. So borax and boron, the same thing, huh? Raw borax, 10 pounds for 30 bucks. 10 pounds for 30 bucks. Holy cow. That's a lot. 160 ounces for 30 bucks. Okay. Search boron plant benefits. I can do that. Yeah. Let's go to Grok for that. Where's Grok? Oops. Spell benefits. Boron is an essential micronutrient for plants required in small trace amounts for healthy growth, development, and reproduction. It plays critical roles in several physiological processes, though plants need it in much lower quantities than micronutrients like nitrogen or potassium. Key benefits and functions of boron in plants: cell wall formation and stability, membrane function, sugar and carbohydrate transport, reproduction and pollination, hormone regulation and other processes, stress tolerance, and finally stress tolerance. Boron is essentially or especially important during rapid growth phases, flowering and fruiting crops like brassicas, broccoli. I've never heard of brassicas before. Broccoli, cauliflower, alfalfa, beets, legumes, fruit trees, and many vegetables have higher boron needs. Deficiency risk. Boron deficiency is one of the most common micronutrient issues worldwide, second after zinc, and in some regions it often occurs in sandy, low organic matter, highly leached soils, or at high soil pH, where boron becomes less available or leaches easily. I should check the soil pH in the table too. But this basically tells me though that if I bury enough fruits and vegetables in the table, then the trace amounts of boron should be getting put into it, right? Am I wrong? Maybe it would benefit from like a little bit of a healthier injection of boron, maybe. Symptoms typically appear first in young actively growing tissue. Since boron is not easily remobilized within the plant. Let's see. Okay. Toxicity considerations. While boron is beneficial, too much causes toxicity. For over application, high boron irrigation, water, or certain soils, symptoms include leaf tip yellowing, browning, scorching, necrosis on older leaves, stunted growth, and reduced yields. Sensitive crops, i.e. citrus and beans, show damage at lower levels. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's get to some numbers here. Should have enough time. Brenda gets number 1 this week. Cat Reed, number 2. Thanks for Brenda and Kat both volunteered to play yesterday, but didn't end up needing to play. We had extra players, so appreciate that. Kayla, Diane, I'm sorry, Diane, you're here. Diane is number 3. Kayla, you're number 4. Probably watching though. Margaret, you're number 5. Chris, number 6. And if you're watching, I sent you a message on X, Chris. Harry Wood, number 7. Nobody, number 8. Alice, you're number 9. Trent Allgood, number 10. Kim Marston, you're number 11. And Miss Rose, number 12. I will refresh one time. I happened to... Maybe I didn't... Okay, well, good thing I hit refresh. That should be good. Okay. Okay, the first person to comment gets 2 numbers for the week. So you get a higher chance to win. You get 4 chances anyway, so that person technically gets 8 chances to win. Once through the week, you only get to win once, and then your number gets taken off the wheel. This is for anybody that's subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed yet, come on over to theindoorfarmer.locals.com. You won't be upset, or you won't be sorry that you did. Plus, I got to tell you guys a couple things while this is going on here. The Sprout Bucks, that's kind of that's good news. The Sprout Bucks going to add this fun thing. They're basically worth $1, but they're going to be on the game night wheel for intro members and for members or for people who get to play in game night without being a member. So I'm going to give my own money out to those non-members who end up winning a game night ticket in order to play in the game night. And then anybody who is a player who's also not a member will still get put on that intro wheel to win some Sprout Bucks. They're going to work basically like the Indoor Farmer coupons. You'll just have to save up 5 of them for certain things. I guess for all the things. But yeah, just save them up. There it is. Number 1. She got it. You know, it's funny because a lot of times people that get that extra chance still end up not winning right away. Probably usually through the week maybe, but it's funny, she got it right away. And congratulations. And another thing I wanted to talk about, I lost my train of thought. The Sprout Bucks was on my mind. And there's one other thing that was important. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, I got it. I'm not that far gone yet. We are going to have a little toke here though. If anybody's with me, hit those emojis, hit that hashtag, hit that dancing banana. Let's do it. We just passed the 420 about 3 minutes ago. So cheers, everybody. So I wanted to say this about the locals membership, the community over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting some behind the scenes footage up on locals. I'm gonna go to locals, and I'm going to post things that I typically wouldn't show on the review shows, stuff like that, or maybe maybe other things too. But I'm going to try and do more behind the scenes or more personal stuff, and I'm going to post that behind the paywall. So, for instance, I went to a little after party over at Big Head's gift shop, and I thought, man, if I was recording some of this back here, it would be good footage, but it wouldn't be necessarily for the review. And I was like, well, this would be a good like behind the scenes for. Let me just change this logo on here. I'm gonna start adding people on here for the door prize though right now, if anybody's interested, because the door prize and the number wheels will still be indoor farmer coupons even for intro members. But I had to make something make sense on game night, and so I'm trying to. I created a smaller increment credit that is worth $1 instead of $5, and I think you're still going to end up winning enough coupons anyway, but just a lot, hopefully less than we do now, a little bit less. And that way, people who aren't members that play in game night, they don't have to just keep getting more game night tickets. We'll come up, we'll figure that out too. So, all right, what should I do here? I guess I should do this logo. I was gonna give you here. I'll show you guys the new Sprout Bucks logo. We'll do that. See how. Oh wow, it kind of stretched it out. That's kind of strange. Let's see. It's upside down currently. I don't know if spinning it would. No. Okay, there's no spin. All right. Comment below. Tell me that you want to get on the wheel. Let's see some hashtag WTIF. Got to leave soon. Okay. Congrats, Margaret, on the Facebook. Owen. Could just be something to keep in your holster. It doesn't help for now. Yeah. No, I mean, I think maybe a little bit would be fine. You need very little, from my understanding. Yeah. So all the food that I'm burying in there, I feel like that would be a good way to get that boron back in there. Alice on the Rumble. Diane. I might just start counting only Rumble soon, because that's really where I want everyone to hang out, but I can't force you guys to do that, so I incentivize you to do that. That's how I do it. That's how I do things. People work off of incentive. Change my mind. Kayla, I see you on the Facebook. Anybody else? Got Cullen. Ty, you still here? Trent Allgood, are you still here? Gotta go, he says. Glad I could watch. Enjoy your day, Waylon. Okay, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're not done. We got plenty of show left here. We're gonna go check out Garden Savvy in a minute. And Alice on the Facebook now. Oop, Alice with the big L. Okay, Alice on the YouTube, and Margaret on the YouTube. Thank you. Jumping around, ladies. Watching on Rumble. Hope you have followed the channel. We're up to now 606. We're on our way to that 710 goal, and then really truly the 1,000 mark would be my bigger goal, and then clearly 2,000, and then after that, maybe 3,000. I don't know. Sky's the limit on the Rumble. Let's go. Diane on the Facebook, I see ya. Thank you, ladies, for all jumping back and forth, jumping through all the hoops. Thank you very much. It helps. It does. All right, so we'll just get that started, and then let's go over to Garden Savvy. Post this week's cover photo. Hey, Garden Saviors. Happy Monday once again. This week I did a pineapple transplant. Several other things. And as well as show the rest of the indoor garden with some potential issues and solutions. Yes. Join us on several video platforms. Ask for more info below. So I'm just gonna do that. It's this, okay? Good enough. We got Kayla here with a mint plant, much bigger mint than mine. Mint plants that I ended up grabbing from Walmart the other day. I was of course eyeballing all of the plants, and someone was like, "There is $1 mint plant for up front." I was like, "Thank you for telling me, huh?" I grabbed a couple, and another lady grabbed the rest. Now I need to get my basils and other herbs seeds started for the year. Let's go, Kayla. All right, we have Josette. Hey everybody, new here and trying to figure out how it works. I'm starting my first polyculture vegetable garden this season. Any advice to help get started and how not to lose an overview of what I planted where? Cluster plants will with similar sunlight, water, and nutrients needs together. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, this makes it easier to care for them and ensure that all plants do this. Give John like all plants are thriving. John Erling, who's the creator of Garden Savvy. Give this Miss Josette a smiling carrot. There you go. And each week we go down to the point where last week's was. It's not a ton of people on this community yet, but it's basically like a social media just for gardening and growing and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool, but it's not the only thing that it does. It has access to a garden AI, which is specifically for gardening. Do spider crickets eat plants? Let's see if it knows. Also known as camel crickets or cave crickets, are primarily scavengers. They tend to feed on a variety of organic materials, including fungus, decaying leaves, wood, and occasionally dead insects. While they are not known for targeting healthy plants, they may nibble on young seedlings or soft plant materials if other food sources are scarce. If you find them in your garden and are concerned about potential damage, you can try the following. Reduce moisture, remove debris, use natural repellents. Yeah. Spider crickets are more of a nuisance and significant threat. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. I think regular crickets are much more of a threat to the plants. And then, of course, you have the garden hortisketch, which is over here. I really want to spend more time with this, but because I am very confused on some of it, but planting calendar has switched to the new year. Okay, thank you very much. High quality seeds. Okay, no, I don't need that. Thank you. So you can add things like such as herbs. If you go down here to herbs, to the did I pass? Did I miss it? Don't tell me they took it away. Tropicals? No. Exotics. Ah, yes. This is the exotics. On Garden Savvy right here, so if you want to, you can. Oh, I'm trying to. Well, let me pick up the thing. Can't pick up and turn it. I want to turn it. Well, I guess I just do this. Now I can't. I can't make it any bigger like I could a second ago. Oh, it only goes diagonal and only from this corner. All right, yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to work it like I want it to. What? I didn't tell it to do that. John, we need to have you on the show sometime, man. Can't make this any bigger either. Anyway, there is a tutorial online, and I'm probably just not able to do it the way I want. I'm used to Canva, and this is a website, so maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Many things wrong. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'll have to learn it when I can. Jump around like a rabbit. Eric Zick, what's up, my guy? Come on in. Looks like we probably will be doing the door prize wheel here shortly. Gabe, if you're still here, comment. I'll put you on the wheel. Oh, got me on that one. Wasn't there? Oh well, I guess I could do a quick mint transplant, or I could get to some of the mail. That's an option too. Could do the spin first, but I got work that needs done. Right now we've got multiple boxes going out. Alice, this is your box here. I do want to plant some more lettuce, but it's not really going to be something that you'll be able to see, I guess. Maybe I can report it when the lights are back on. I've got mustard seed too. Where's that lettuce? There it is. Got a whole bunch still. Just gonna sprinkle some across the aquaponics system. In fact, I should probably I'll do mail on a different live stream. Maybe we'll go over to locals and watch some Kill Tony. I haven't watched in a couple weeks, actually, so I have to go and check out some Kill Tony if anybody wants to go and join me over there. Maybe some music too and whatnot. If you guys suggest things while we're live, I can go look it up, watch it. It's a nice private location where we can have little watch parties and such. It won't let me use the Hortisketch because I'm on iPad. Oh, I have to get a new laptop. Yeah, I didn't know that. Maybe, they're probably still working on it. Obviously, it's a very, I guess, young program. Like they've only been out for a few years now, so it's a very small team, and I think they get it done when they can. Thinking about a couple of 5-gallon buckets this spring on my back porch and planting something. Huh? Yeah, you could do that for sure. Give you enough soil. You plant a bunch of herbs in it like that. You could do a few things. Hi, how you doing? Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Eric? What's up, my guy? All right. I guess we can do the spin real quick so we can get moving. The Sprout Bucks wheel. So a couple things that I mentioned that are changing. Game night, we'll be adding the Sprout Bucks on the intro wheel. I'll probably reduce the Indoor Farmer coupons to just like 2 on the intro wheel, and the rest Sprout Bucks, probably 5 or 10 even. Not sure. Might end up putting additional prizes because of that. But the other thing I said was I'm going to be making more behind the scenes or sort of more candid like video and stuff from some of these events, places where I might record like the crowd as I'm walking through, things that I wouldn't normally put on the actual review show. I'm going to start posting that on locals behind the paywall for y'all that are loyal subscribers. You get some extra content, some exclusive content too. I'm hoping to do some things that are fun. Like when I go to events, I'm talking to people that are running the event or whatever, stuff that is that's probably not going to make the actual show. Speaking of the show, tomorrow we're going to be checking out the Big Heads gift shop in St. Louis and the War on Hemp documentary that I got to be part of. It'd be a little bit of me in that documentary. It's going to be interesting. For sure, Eric. Yeah, this is the door prize. Anybody that happens to be in here when we go to spin the door prize gets it. Now, you can get extra spots on the wheel by going to YouTube and Rumble. Definitely, specifically Rumble for sure. Go check out Rumble sometime. All right, let's do the spin. We're already at about 1 minute or 1 hour 40 minutes. Not too bad on a Monday. I do have my son tonight. Got to go get a water filter for my fridge. Fridge water filter. Those aren't cheap. Got an air filter and a water filter in my fridge. Alice. Don't eat that. Don't eat the one that makes you big or small. And watch out for the Cheshire Cat, because here comes Alice with today's win. Just have to comment, Alice, and make sure we know you're out there. We had a good people in the boxes last week too. Already thinking about some topics for this week. It's going to be fun. If you want to come on, people in the boxes, as a professional, as a guest, maybe promote something, promote your website, promote your group or something to that effect, hit us up, because we're looking for, we definitely want to have guests on with the sort of crew, the people in the box's crew. Alice, okay, there you are. Cool. But yeah, we had Ty up last week, and we've had a couple guests on so far. I'm actually thinking about doing, I think maybe I talked about it earlier, but with the game night players that want to come up on screen, if we continue to have an abundance or more than we need each week, then I think I'm going to make a list. We're going to do a list and have a rotating list where if said person who's on the list that week, and I say, hey, it's your week to play, and they say they can't play, but put them back on the list, then you scratch them out. You ask the next person on the list, hey, you're up to play. If you have time, can you play? And I'll just keep going down the list. I did that before, real early on in game night history, but I think it might make more sense now. I got kind of tired of people who said they would play, and then I hit them up and said, hey, you said you'd play, and you're on the list now. Or you're on the list for today, and then they, would just be like, skip down the line. But the people who play now are definitely people who want their turn, so I think it might make more sense. But also, if you have something come up or whatever, then of course you don't have to, gotta do what you gotta do. You can't play a game if something comes up, I got a couple of other treats for you guys tomorrow. I'll just say I got me some goodies at the Big Heads gift shop and was gifted a couple of goodies that we can check out on the old magnifying glass. That's not the microscope is what I should say. The microscope, electronic microscope. We're going to put it up on screen and find us some trichomes. So that should be good. Tomorrow, review, which number, but it's going to be the 13th, 2026. War on hemp plus Big Heads gifts. I gotta check out, and they have multiple stores, so I'm gonna check out one that's in Illinois. I should just put St. Louis. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, congrats, Alice. If anybody wants to join me over there on Locals, you would be welcome. I'm gonna have some laughs and get some packages filled. I got some more tape. I got some stuff that I needed, so I should have everything that I need now. I will take one more toke with you all of you who still refuse to go and sign up for free on locals.com. I'm going live over there right after this for the after sesh, and it's free. I don't put that behind the paywall. Maybe I should. Maybe I will, but I thought leaving it free would incentivize some of you all to come over and join us for free. Although you do got to take up a little bit of space on your phone. Hey, maybe that's the problem. Hey, I can't fit another app. I'm juggling all these apps. I get that. I understand. But today's age, we have everybody has many apps they have to deal with, so it's just one more, just one more. Cheers, Colin. Cheers, Eric. Makes perfect sense. Hell yeah, come and find us over there. Cheers. What do you guys think of that intro song, Indoor Farmer Metal? That's pretty good, huh? Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll do a raid real quick for the hell of it, because I gotta get some raids done. Let's go raid somebody. Let's find somebody small though. I'm gonna find a small podcast to raid. I mean, 120. These are pretty small, much bigger than mine, but still pretty small. We could go to this one. No. Mystery Babylon. Ooh. Growing your faith. There's a plant there. Is this about growing? Non-stop worship Bible. Okay. Nah. Bill Cooper's lectures and documentaries. Another Bill Cooper. Hour of the time. Live. He's live in like multiple places. What are the booms explosions? Boom explosions? Being heard? Well, we don't want to go much further down than that, I guess. All these angry politics guys. You know what? Scream about plants and food and nutrition. How about that? Should I get angry? Should I get more angry on the show? Would it boost the numbers if I was, talking like all the more political podcasts? I mean, I get into some rants, right? I get into some rants, but there's a certain kind of way to do it for the way these folks do it. Bill Cooper. Yeah, Bill Cooper's out here like 3 or 4 times. Who the heck is Bill Cooper? I don't even recognize him. I don't know anything about him. Uncensored KJs. What happened? What? Wake up with Strack. With Strack Live. I don't see any good ones, really. These are all podcasts, though. Let me go back. Let me see. Like, maybe we just go, like, comedy. How about that? Oh, more politics. More politics. Comedy Prime, stand-up comedy. Are they just playing other people's videos? Is that what this is? 'Cause I can't click in there because it would just hit me on Facebook. Suffering like I deserve variety. What? 24/7 clean stand-up comedy live. Okay, so they're just playing other people's comedy. Comedy. Conspiracies. Ooh. Our creators entertainment, maybe. Oh, hey, let's go over to
turning into a third world shithole for a lot of the reasons that she outlined in that post.
I happen to know these guys, not personally, but I watched them on another show. We could do this. Talk pop culture. Let's go here. And then I'm going to tell them raid incoming. And then we got to give them some kind of emoji. Give them something. Maybe a dancing banana, or maybe just give them the old, give this, give this. About this. And then over here we confirm the raid.
He is Swedish. I have reason to believe that he is not, in fact, Swedish. She's dating a black migrant. She said, people in my DMs are like, criminals? Girl, yes. Heavy on that shit. The reason why my
All right, she's a little extra. You guys have to check it out if you want. You can actually decline the raid if you want to as well. But yeah, we raided. We'll go see what they're talking about over there. Her live ended. Raid the Fresh Princess on YouTube. She's a no, I have to do it on it's a Rumble raid. Rumble raid. I don't think in 3 years have I seen you get mad, maybe disappointed. Oh yeah, I've let it fly sometimes. Not like angry, but like you could tell I'm pissed off. Not like ranting angry, but like just like I don't know. I show it on my face sometimes. Yeah. Used to take a raid is a thing where I send all my audience over to another stream.
They're criminals too.
Does this
Killing, kidnapping, violent, hateful ones.
Does this mean that we get to get into another heavily pop culture discussion about whether mandatory minimums are racist? Because that is riveting.
I guarantee you Zara Larson has never hung out with an actual crackhead, because
you cannot
possibly
I don't know if they even
acknowledge
my tiny little raid that I
until
gave.
your TV is gone and everything that you own that can be sold is gone, then you
That's sad. It's not required, but it's all good. Well, you guys will see y'all later. I'm gonna go to locals for a few minutes. We've got a half hour or so, and get some mail done, mail taken care of. Remember, everybody's got to eat. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer. Check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm wailing the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Whaler's here, and he's